Mr. Sanjeev Mullick, VP Sales Asia Pacific and Japan, Aspen Technologies. The first question to you, Mr. Sanjeev Mullick, is if you can talk about vision of Aspen worldwide and what is its India focus?
Sure. So, Mr. Prashant, thank you for the opportunity. Glad to be here. So, as far as Aspen Tech is concerned, many of you may know that we have been in business for almost 4 decades and exclusively serving the process industry with our industrial software solutions. And we have a history of significant innovations in process simulation and performance engineering, manufacturing, supply chain, and most recently in the area of asset performance management. That continues to be our focus. But one of the things that we are also now combining are deep domain expertise and industrial knowledge. We are combining it today with the availability of tremendous amount of data that is available from our customers' manufacturing facilities and as well as supply chains, combining that data with artificial intelligence and machine learning solutions, AI and ML, to provide a new class of business solutions that we call industrial AI. So it is combining the data, AI, ML, along with our 4 decades of domain expertise to offer a new class of solutions to solve today's problems. So that's really the vision. And part of this vision is to then enable the self-optimizing plant. It doesn't mean that it's going to be fully automated or it's available today. It's a journey. It's a journey to enable our customers' digitalization journey, which Praveen, as you know, customers worldwide, including in India, are now, all of them have digitalization roadmaps. And in the ultimate, we want to help them achieve their vision, our customers' vision of what they call and we call the smart enterprise. So that's really encompasses Aspen Tech's vision for the future, which we are beginning to deliver on today.
So this new version that you have come up with, Aspen 1 version 12, so what was missing in the earlier version which prompted you to come out with this version of Aspen 1 version 12?
I wouldn't really frame it, Praveen, as anything that was missing, because we have been on a continuous journey for all these decades on innovation with the availability of new technologies and new techniques. We are constantly pushing the edge, pushing the envelope in terms of what's possible. Maybe we can do things faster. Maybe we can do it in a more reliable way. Maybe we can improve our tools so that our customers can operate more safely and in a more sustainable fashion. So as the needs of society have evolved, as more technology and science has progressed, we have reflected that in our solutions. So what this release really represents is the latest and greatest in terms of combining all of that legacy knowledge we have with the latest techniques in AI and ML, and making things more productive for our customers, as well as enabling them to solve either yesterday's problems faster or solving today's bigger problems better. So one of the things that we have done, as I explained in my previous answer, is to provide a whole range of AI and ML solutions that enable our customers to run things in a smarter way.
You are using a host of technologies like artificial intelligence, high performance computing, cloud, industry 4.0, and all these have been embedded in your asset optimization software, which you have launched recently. How are these technologies going to be beneficial in the long run for chemical companies?
Yes, that's a really good question, because so one of the things that cloud computing has enabled is, so first of all, before cloud computing, you have to recognize that the modern plants in the chemical industry are much more sensorized. They have a lot more instrumentation. So they are producing lots of significant data that, without really having some applications on top of that data cannot be monetized for business value. So our solutions that you just named, artificial intelligence, machine learning, are now taking advantage of cheap computing power in the cloud. They're taking advantage of relatively less expensive storage capacity in the cloud, and to be able to solve much larger problems and faster. And give you guidance and insights that maybe was not possible in the past. So in the end, we are really enabling our customers with all these new technologies to fulfill our mission, which is really to enable them to run their plants safer, greener, that means in a more sustainable fashion, in a more reliable fashion, and ultimately in a more profitable fashion, because you do all the other things better.
There would be other companies who would also be providing a similar kind of solutions. So how are you different vis-a-vis those solutions which are there in the market?
Really good question, Praveen. So one thing I would say is that Aspen Tech is focused exclusively on providing software solutions, the industrial AI software solutions. We are not associated with any hardware platforms. We are hardware agnostic. And what that does is we are able to operate, our software is able to operate in a much more seamless fashion in our customers' infrastructure. Whatever they may have in terms of a heterogeneous infrastructure, we are able to plug and play more easily. And that gives them the confidence that from a sustainability of their investment, they will not be wrong with Aspen Tech. The second thing to keep in mind is whether we are talking about planning, whether we are talking about advanced process control, or we are talking about prescriptive maintenance through machine learning advice. In every one of these cases, our software has been ranked repeatedly as the top ranked software. And that means our planning tools are more tuned to give you reliable global optimum. Our advanced process control tools are always in a safe and reliable way, pushing your constraints to make your operations more stable and more reliable and profitable. And our machine learning technology has very, very little false positives, which means the guidance we give you in terms of your maintenance actions you need to take are very accurate. So taking all this into consideration, we believe we are really truly the best in class. So competition is always there. It's a fact of life, but our innovation always ranks us in the top.
So when do we see you signing the first contract for Aspen 1 version 12 in India?
Oh, our customers who are existing customers are already upgrading. As part of our commercial arrangements with them, it's already available. And we have many customers in India who can upgrade today. And that's part of our arrangement with them. So we don't really need to sign a new contract. They can just go and upgrade and start taking advantage of the latest innovations.
So how many of them will go for the upgrade part? Any idea?
I think all of them. It's just a question of how they want to fit into their IT plans. It really depends upon them. We are ready to support them as and when they are ready.